Make preview animation like a pro. Now that we are done with creating our camera movement, it's time to get back to the contact person, show him or her our work progress, and ask for approvals to continue on the next phase. Here is how to prepare your preview videos for the client approval. In our case, I will be using Adobe After Effects version CS6. What we are doing could be done on any editing program, but personally, I prefer After Effects CS6 for this job. Let's open After Effects and prepare our preview animation here. First, I will double-click the empty space here under Project to import the files. Next, I will navigate to the preview animations we did earlier in this course and import one of the cameras. Now, this video is imported to the project library here. Let's drag this video to this small icon called Create New Composition and release. Now, After Effects created a new composition with exactly the same settings as the video, same resolution and same duration. As you can see, the duration of this camera is 10 seconds. To play it in real time, press space to load the video to the RAM, indicated by the green color here. Now, this video will be sent to the client to approve the camera movement, but the client usually doesn't understand that this is not the final render quality. To make it easier for us to explain that, we will render the first and the last frames in full quality and add them to the video here. So, I will be adding a full quality render photo before this video and another one after the video. To do that, I will need to increase the duration on my timeline. To increase the duration, I will go Composition, then Composition Settings. A composition setting window will open. Down here, next to duration, I will edit those 10 seconds and make it 14 and press OK. If we zoomed out by dragging this slider here, we can see that our timeline is now 14 seconds. Let's move the video to start at 2 seconds. We will go here and make it 2 and press enter. Now the current time indicator is exactly positioned at 2 seconds. Now we can drag the video, and if we press Shift, it will snap the beginning of the video to the time indicator at 2 seconds. Now we have 2 seconds at the beginning and 2 seconds at the end. It's time to bring in our rendered images for the first and the last frames. Let's double click here to import and navigate to our rendered images. I have here rendered images of frame 0 and frame 300. Select them both and press open. Now they are imported here in my project library. Select the first frame and drag it to the timeline above our video. Now the image is placed with the whole duration of the timeline. Hover your mouse at the end tip and drag to resize the image duration. Press Shift to snap the end of the image to the beginning of the video. Also grab frame 300 and drag it to the timeline above our video. We can also drag it while pressing Shift to snap the beginning of the photo to the end of the video. If we press space, we will have a video of 2 seconds rendered photo, 10 seconds preview animation, and 2 seconds of rendered photo as well. To fine-tune this video, a good idea is to make the photo slowly fades in instead of a sudden cut. To do this, First, I will zoom in the timeline using this button. Next, I will move the time indicator to 2 seconds and 15 frames and increase the duration of the photo to make it overlap the video. I will also do the same to the end photo and make it override the end of the video by 15 frames. Now it's time to make them fade out and fade in. First, I will move my time indicator to the beginning of the video and select the layer of the first photo. Then I will click on this arrow here, then the arrow next to transforms, go down to opacity. Then I will click on the stopwatch here to place a keyframe of opacity of 100% at that point of time. Then I will move my time indicator to the end of the photo and change the opacity value to 0%. Now there is a keyframe here of opacity 100% and one there of 0%, and automatically After Effects makes the transition through these 15 frames. We will do the same for the end picture, but this time we will do it in reverse. I will select the layer, put my time indicator in the beginning, open the arrow and transforms, go to opacity and press the stopwatch, but this time I will make the keyframe record 0% opacity. Then go to the end of the movie and make the opacity 100%. And here is the transition. And now the client will understand that the preview animation will be rendered in higher quality. Now the video for this camera is ready. I can make the same for all of the cameras and send them to my client for review. But first, I need to save this as a video. To save this as a video, I will press Composition, then Add to Render Queue. Now the render queue settings will appear here. I will press on the orange writing next to Output Module to set video type settings. When this window appears, I will go to Format and choose H.264. Usually the default is AVI, but we will make it H.264. We can also go to the Format options, go to the bitrate settings and make them 6. Higher numbers will increase video size, lower numbers will decrease video quality. And press OK. Now this H.264 will produce video of MP4 format, a very good quality video with reasonable size to send on the internet. Remember, if you added audio to the timeline, you will check audio output here and press OK. Now we are done with the settings. Press on the orange writings next to the output 2 to choose where to save the video on your hard disk. I will navigate to my desktop, name the video and press Save. Now we are ready to render. Press Render and wait till it finishes. Now I can go to the desktop and play it. And here is our video ready to be sent to the client. Let's check the video size. By right-click Properties, we find it 10.5 megas. That size is easy to be sent over the internet using emails. If it's bigger than your email limits, there are many websites that can help you uploading large files. One of these sites called WeTransfer. It can upload up to 2 gigas for free. Go to WeTransfer.com Agree to the terms, type client's email, a message, and your email. Press Add your files from here. Navigate to the desktop and select the file. Press Open and then Transfer. Wait till it gets 100% and now your file is uploaded and sent to the client. This site sends a link to your email and the client's email and keeps this link active for 7 days. If I go to my email inbox, I will find an email from WeTransfer, file sent to client, and the download link here. When the client clicks on that link, here is what will open: the simplest website to press download. So that's how to make and send preview animation like a pro. Repeat that for all the preview animation cameras and you are good to go. Congratulations! You have now completed Phase 1 in the Architectural Animation course. You now have the informations and skills in 3 areas of the process: business, technical, and cinematics. On the business parts, you learned how to communicate with clients and make the deals, as well as planning your workflow and having a storyboard as a guideline. On the technical parts, you learned some cool tips in Max and After Effects that gets the work done easily and smoothly. On the cinematic parts, you now have some of the best camera movement techniques used by professional directors. Although this phase looks like it is easy and simple, it is in fact the most important phase of all. For example, without making a good deal that is financially satisfying to you with a good planned time frame, things probably will not go well. But on the other hand, if you used the principles in this course, making good deals, having everything planned out, impressing your client with the cinematic knowledge that you got, then things will go well. Even if you had to outsource the jobs like rendering and post-production to other professionals, you will be still making good money.